It's been 81 days since I've uploaded a video to YouTube. The last time I left you guys with basically just getting a bunch of stuff for the vehicle, and I've got some updates. I haven't touched this car in a little over 2 months, and that's mainly because, as I told you guys in my last episode, I just started a new job. I now work at Boeing, and I basically have been in training for the last 2.5 months, just kind of been there every day, working nonstop, haven't been in the garage, nothing. But the one thing I have been doing, collecting more parts. Let's take a look at what I've got in the last 2.5 months. So that's quite a lot to unpack. Basically, what we have going on here, for what I've gathered in the last 2.5 months, my heads are back from the machine shop. We got those. Obviously, you guys already saw that I have the engine's back. Still have a couple little tidbits that I need to get for the engine to actually assemble it, but for the most part, I have everything I need. But you guys also saw we're going with a Holley Terminator X for the ECU. All the wiring will be done by RacePack SmartWire PDM. But the other little goodie that I got the other day from Facebook for a massive steal, airlift suspension. That's right. I am bagging the Datsun. LS swapped, bagged Datsun. Cool. But let's turn the camera around. I'll show you some other stuff that I got. So I actually went this morning and picked this up. This is my Ford 8.8 34 spline out of a 2016 Ford Mustang. Obviously, it's a little rusted, needs to get cleaned up, gonna get sandblasted, powder coated, all the nice things, make it look good. And then I also recently just picked up a car rotisserie. So, one of the original plans for the car was to take it down to bare metal, basically give it a good, clean, fresh paint job. Well, as you can see over here, one of the things that I've been doing was sanding. And I started taking paint off. I bought a proper tool to do it, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is taking a long time. So now what I've basically decided to do, and I got in touch with somebody about it, I'm going to use that tool and I'm gonna take all of the exterior panels down to bare metal. That's gonna be the roof, the hatch, the quarter panels, the fenders, and all of that stuff. But I think I'm gonna make it a little bit easier on myself. I am going to hire somebody from a mobile sandblasting company to come out and basically do all of the engine bay, the interior of the car, and the underside of the car. Hence why I got the rotisserie. So I think just all in all, that's just gonna make my life just so much easier. I don't want to spend the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours getting into all those like little nooks and cranny spots that are basically just impossible to get to, and I don't really have the time. And I kind of want to somewhat get this project done. So that's the direction we're going. Now, for anybody who follows me on Instagram will notice I got wheels. I managed to come across a super good set of BBS RSs. That's right, boys. No Watanabes here. I know it's such a common thing to see Watanabes on Datsuns, but I just needed something different, and I came across those BBSs. Super good deal, super good sizes, super good offsets, and it came with tires. I'll probably end up replacing the tires at some point just because, just get a brand new set of tires, but we'll burn the rubber off those first. So, but yeah. BBS RSs, air suspension, LS swapped. I mean, this build's gonna be gnarly. Now, for anybody wondering what the hell that thing is for, that is from a Datsun pickup truck. And I'm not entirely 100% sure if I'm going to do this yet. I just bought it because it was cheap and I have the option now. The portion right here that says Datsun, I'm going to cut out with my angle grinder. And we're going to copy and paste, glue that bad boy on the rear end of the car. So the rear end will say Datsun. I haven't 100% made up my mind if I'm going to do that, like I said, but I have it. So we'll see if it actually makes its way onto the car in the future. But right now there's no way I know if I actually want to do it. But yeah, that's a lot of what I've been doing for the last 2 months. Work, and acquiring parts. Air suspension, bags, wheels, engines, rotisseries, rear ends. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So this is just a quick little update just to give you guys a heads up of what the hell I've been doing for the last 2 months. And we're officially about to get back to this build. This Saturday, or this Sunday, this weekend essentially, my buddy should be coming over, and the next step for this car is we're literally gonna tear this car down all the way down to the frame. Everything's coming off. Glass, wheels, suspension, it's all coming out. And then as soon as that's done, the car is going on that rotisserie. I'm calling the sandblaster. It's getting sandblasted. Then I'm gonna go pick up paint and primer. Well, not paint yet, just primer. And we're gonna prime this thing. And then that's when the real fun begins. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. If you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, do all those things. Follow me on Instagram. This car is gonna get nutty. Stay tuned.